Alright people, talk to me. What is your favourite vampire movie? If I had to recommend you 3 vampire movies, the Holy Trinity, I'd go The Lost Boys, From Dusk Till Dawn, and Fright Night. Now with the release of hugely anticipated film, well, for me anyways, in Sinners, could my love triangle be converted into a love square? So Sinners, is it any good though? And what did you think of Sinners? Would you place it in your favourite films collection of all time?
I don't know how you feeling about the film, but I'm really excited about it. I'm really proud of it.
Now, I knew from the trailer alone I'd love this movie. Like, sometimes you just know. Especially when you got 2 Michael B. Jordans on screen.
What makes you want to work with Michael B. Jordan?
I mean, look at him, man.
I know.
Smoke and Stack. They return back to their hometown after being in the battlefields of World War I and the ganglands of Chicago with the intentions of opening a nightclub. Where, you know, they're playing dice, crabs, what other games you play in a nightclub around the back. But this is one of the dumbest things that I thought about the film. They want to get this all organized within one day.
I'm thinking we just set up tonight. Open up next weekend. Nah, fuck that. It's gotta be tonight.
Oh yeah, I want these flags. Bloody hell, like, you'd have to cut them all up. It looks like it's about 3 in the afternoon already. You don't even get to see them prepare. What you do get to see is a little montage at the end of them just being buddies. Sorry, but this isn't just about Michael B. Jordan. Sinners actually follows a 19-year-old preacher boy called Sammy, who's played by Miles Caton.
I'm married, by the way.
Happily?
Careful, boy.
The film starts with him, then it ends with him. It does feel like a film based on religion, superstition, and living in the Jim Crow era. Things aren't happy. Sammy lives on a plantation. Him and his father aren't free in the slightest, but everyone there make do on what they have. Like Sammy's dad, being a priest, wants his son to follow in his footsteps, but Sammy has grander plans and wants to become a musician. And when he starts playing the guitar for the first time, Michael B. Jordan's reaction is priceless. That is really good. And even the scene at the beginning where they're talking about
Every cool's got a button on it towards the top. And you want to keep a woman. You find it? Lick that.
But yeah, this film's dialogue is hilarious, the acting's great, the ideas presented are solid. Coogler's set up a proper foundation and could easily make sequels from this, just as long as it's not, you know, From Dusk Till Dawn 6 or Starship Troopers 7. But Sinners could get to that level. There are so many like classic bits in this film that you'll see turned into a spoof movie. Give it like, what, 2 years?
Hey there, we heard tell of a Halloween party. We're here to drink, play bad music, do some half gay shit.
Why just half gay?
What y'all doing? Just step aside and let me on in now.
Why you need him to do that?
There's about 4 scenes with Wunmi Mosaku that could easily be taken a mick out of. She's quality in this film. Big Fontaine's DC fan. You know that band who sing that? All we only seen is a monetary business. But she's also in that Alan Partridge show. I don't know if you've ever seen that before, where she disagrees with everything that Alan Partridge says.
It's been described as a truly gruesome sight.
What?
A vision of hell. Dismembered limbs from as
That's
many
right.
as...
I think you've got a bit of a delay on the line.
Delay on the line.
She's got a connection with spirits. She's quite clued on when it comes to the supernatural.
And to what?
That you dead.
So you listening to this?
Her and Smoke get into a nice little saucy session, should I say. Michael B. Jordan, you know what? He's a saucy little boy. Because there's a part with Hailee where he's just like, yeah, do you want to like spit in my mouth? Like, yeah, or yeah, I love that dribble, fam. Like, just, Yeah, the guy just doesn't mess about in this film.
Rotten hell, Stack.
Yeah, I will.
Then we've got Mary, played by Hailee Steinfeld. And she's in love with Stack. Feeling is reciprocated. But due to her light skin tone, Stack is embarrassed to associate himself with her publicly.
I'm scared.
This also leads to sentimental stuff that the music used in the sentimental stuff is so cheesy. Fisher-Price material.
And the Oscar goes to Sinners.
This guy won an Oscar for Oppenheimer, by the way. But even though he does let me down in the melodramatic parts, the first half hour, the music is definitely on another level. It's impressive. Just some of that guitar, just like, just riffage. It's tasty.
Yo, smell anything? I think I shot myself.
Delroy Lindo absolutely creases me up. I mean, I've loved this guy for years, ever since I saw him in The Hard Way back in, like, what, 1994 or something like that. Oh, this man.
My wife's crazy about you. No, we are really big fans.
Absolute king. He pulls off some great dialogue as well, given some real interesting stuff to talk about. And his delivery is just world class all the time. Like, this guy just does not disappoint.
Blues. It wasn't forced on us like that religion. We brought this with us from home.
But Delroy, he plays Delta Slim, and he's picked up by Michael B. Jordan and Sammy, so he's added to the crew.
I'm sad as all, but I don't need no saving.
Yes. Yes, you do. You all do.
And I really like the turn in genre as Jack O'Connell, named Remnick, pops up after being chased by some Native Americans. And this is where Jack needs some new recruits and happens to come across a house with a couple who are a part of the KKK, which actually have major implications for the end of the movie going forward.
Fellers must be the owners of this establishment.
And you are?
We hungry as dogs.
Woof, woof.
But you know what? I think I need to stop talking about the plot and just say that this film is 100% worth a trip to the cinema. It's a must watch. Coogler, the guy's written a solid story here that just keeps ticking boxes for me. I would argue that Sinners is definitely the best film he's made so far. Like, Coogler gets an interview in Deadline. It's a good read. And he mentioned some of his favourite films over the years. And seriously, me and him have got some similar views when it comes to, what films are quality in terms of, I don't know, the horror genre. So the guy comes out and says, yeah, Rosemary's Baby. Oh my days. You lot need to watch that. Seriously, Halloween. Oh my God, one of the best horror films ever made. Jurassic Park, come on now. Green Room was a nice choice by him, which kind of has, maybe Sinners has taken a little bit out of that film, but there's also two other films that Coogler mentioned in The Faculty and From Dusk Till Dawn, both directed by Robert Rodriguez, by the way. But whilst watching Sinners, I could sense there was a little bit of The Faculty in terms of everyone having to take a garlic in order to prove that they're not a vampire.
Take a hit. No way, man. I don't do drugs.
Now, in terms of visuals, most of it looks great until the little battle with the vampires, where I couldn't see a goddamn thing. It was like watching a Transformers film. Honestly, did not understand what was going on. It made me think, I need to watch this film in IMAX, and the only one in the UK.
In BFI in London.
Thank you very much, Ryan.
Really, really excited about this, man. If you guys can afford it, if y'all care, definitely check it out in this format.
Exactly what he said. That is the only one, I think in Europe, that you can watch this film in the way it was intended. And when you look at the difference between what we get to see in the cinema with these generic projections or what we actually see in the IMAX cinema, oy, 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 how much is missing there? There's one scene that a lot of people are going wax lyrical about, and it's understandable why. It's just an incredible set piece. This film is memorable. It's a really, really good film. It's not your typical horror. It's not your typical vampire film. But what Coogler has built is beautiful. And you thought Twilight was a good vampire film. Well, you can forget Twilight because Sinners is the real vampire masterpiece. Also, make sure you stay for the credits. Like, don't just leave once it says written and directed by Ryan Coogler. You're going to have to stay an extra 5, maybe 10 minutes because it sets up for potential sequel. Would you like to see a sequel? Would you like to see a franchise out of this? I know I would. Leave your comments down below. Speak to you in the next video.
You go ahead. It's like trying to have a chat on a webcam with someone in the Philippines.